I'm at an off-road event called Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Utah. And I'm doing a little bit of last-minute shopping, trying to get my Toyota Tacoma outfitted for one of the hardest trails I'd ever find myself on. The night before, we realized that my skid plate was dangling down below my Toyota Tacoma. The hardware had snapped off, and these pieces of steel were so bent we couldn't fix it, so we decided to cut them off. But we'd need to find a solution for the skid plate the next day.
Trophy truck! Handbrake. And I'm so excited to take this on some slick rock. And like the truck itself has come a long ways. I mean, it's finally like true long travel. I'm talking like 3.5 inch long travel, not that 2.5 with spacers garbage that I used to run. All right, arriving at the BFG garage now. These guys hopefully can help us out. Just press the plate all the way up tight and then just weld it to the other plate that's in the back. The one on the passenger side could actually have hardware in there, but you lost the bolt.
If you don't already know, the BFG garage is probably one of the best life hacks for off-roaders who attend off-road events. They fix your vehicle for free. The skid plate hardware had broken off, and so to make it quick and easy to get us back on the trail, we decided just to weld the skid plate in place.
Isn't this cool, dude?
It's insane. Like,
yeah.
Like you said, literally, like, just because they do this, they'll buy their tires. I don't care how much it costs.
No, but seriously, it's so awesome because I would have not been able to run a skid plate at all throughout the rest of the trip, which would have really sucked. So in addition to the skid plate kind of breaking off, I was noticing that my steering, my alignment was changing. So I asked them to check that out, and we found a bunch of loose stuff. So the long travel kit needed to be retorqued, but there was like loose upper control arms and loose lower control arms. Hey, look who it is.
After working out all of the mechanical issues with the Toyota Tacoma, I was super excited to see just how capable it was, but I didn't anticipate the problems that we were about to face.
Pop right up that, isn't it?
Take you on the same route we took him. This is the route I did my Land Cruiser, and it almost went up all the way. Hard passenger. Oh, that turn's nice. Okay, go driver just a little. Okay, let me get in front of you. Keep it coming. Okay, now hard passenger. Okay, keep it coming. Stop. You just aired it down. Okay, go driver just a little bit so we don't drop any more air. Just a little bit. Push back. Just go back just a hair. So that you can turn. There you go. We can't go that. We can't turn that hard with that combo for some reason. We're gonna put a little air in it once we get it up here. Bring it up. There you go. Okay, hard passenger. Right, that's where you want to be. Lockers are for, I don't know, bad people?
Rich people, I guess.
Rich people.
This tire's way too low.
Yeah, you have no air in that tire, bro.
Yeah. This sucks, man. I really thought we had this thing figured out. It's like... What's weird is before we fixed the four-wheel drive problem, I could occasionally get the locker to come on. And now we fixed the four-wheel drive problem and we got a locker. I got my high lift out and I'm gonna just lift it up a little bit and see if my compressor works.
Okay, let me know if you need help.
Will do, thanks. All right, so coming up that last obstacle, it pushed this tire off the bead and it dumped what little air it had, which is weird because this thing has bead grips, which are like supposed to be the shit. But I don't know. Not really sure. We're having all the problems out here. There you go. We got it back on the bead and we're just lowering it down and there it goes. It's gonna go right down my door.
You've sucked off another one.
So the method bead grip just blew a bead on the rear. I think I just have them aired down too low, but they're not really doing their thing. But Bleepin Jeep is behind us, and they're gonna hit it with a power tank. Thank you guys.
No problem.
How you doing?
No problem. That's how we roll.
Or sorry, driver's side, front and rear. So we put them at 12, and we just left these at 8.
Yeah, go up to like a 10 at least.
Yeah.
You got a lot of weight back here?
Not really. No.
Doesn't seem to have lost a bead.
No?
I wonder if
Well,
it's-
it was up for a head, and I backed up, so it might have reseated. It was just dumping. Thank you guys.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's been a day.
it's 13.
My lockers went out, so it's just like we're just open on this thing. It's fun though.
Did you have something get stolen or something? I remember something, it was a while back.
Yeah, I had it was a jackery.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I
and
remember that now.
I went like full rage monster, and I jumped on the hood of their car and like smashed their windshield in, and they just took off with me on it. And
That was a great story. And you had
rode
like
it.
this little house too. Tell them the whole story. That was rad.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I got kind of messed up from it, but they, it cost them a lot more than a jackery. All right, so Bleepin Jeep just asked if we wanted to go on a high-speed run and try to keep up with his Cherokee. That's solid axle. We're IFS, so in theory, we should be able to do it, but also, who knows? Oh God! This thing would break shit. Okay. I'm the least equipped person for this.
I bet you that Tacoma would be
No. Just fucking...
Dude, did you see his coilovers?
Yeah. Oh my God. Bye guys! There's just both like, it's a race!
Hey, we're losing!
I'm gonna catch up in the flat sections. Oh my God, they just went right over this shit. Nate's just like, we're coming. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna rely on the fact that they might break, and then I'll just, tortoise in the hare.
Yeah.
We'll just catch up.
We're the tortoise, brother.
We're the tortoise. Patient. Vigilant.
Oh, we're going with the rock.
Aware.
There you go.
They're still pulling away from us. Did they? How did they?
How did they just rip down this?
Do you see this? Okay, bye.
This is insane.
Okay, so this happened off camera, but Mike came up and he told me that he checked the trail rating of this trail, and they said at a minimum 35's front and rear locker and an excellent driver is required. So I'm doing it open, guys. So what does that tell you, huh? This is just a day for letting people drive my truck. Taylor's gonna give it a try, see what he thinks. He's used to his Gladiator on 40s, so he's probably gonna break it.
Well, the Gladiator's like point and shoot. This is very finesse driving.
More technical, finessing. Exactly. Dude, we came down all this. Well, what do you think? Should I continue the build or get a Jeep?
I mean, I'm obviously gonna say get a Jeep. I mean, you could put 37s on this and lock it front and rear, and you'd have to invest a lot of time and money, or you just get a Jeep. I mean, and here's why. I put 37s on the Gladiator literally the day after I bought it without a lift. Just shoved them in there, no rub.
That's crazy.
And then lifted it like 2 months later.
Yeah. Dude, after watching Nate's Gladiator, which is basically the same thing, stock with 37s, just eat everything yesterday. That was, I don't know, man. It's had a lot of problems. Your Jeep would just blah right over all this stuff.
Yeah. You wheel this with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
I have to be like very finesse, and choose my line.
Yeah, it's strictly it's nothing against the Toyota. It's what we're doing. It's just solid axle. Solid axle is so much better for crawling.
The other thing though that you guys have been talking about that I've never experienced. I've never wheeled a Toyota like this. I've only wheeled before they were called Tacomas.
Yeah.
This hood's huge. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's really hard to see over it. Yeah, and then we're pointing downhill, and it's still hard to see in front of you. Trying to figure out which way to go here.
Just the way?
Yeah.
We got a big drop.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I can't see.
Toyota. Yeah. It's just kind of like, you kind of have to just feel it.
Although it's easy to poke fun at the Toyota Tacoma for its limited visibility and fragile nature, there's something about this truck that a Jeep could never replace. After this trip, I realized that my next purchase needs to be proper bead locks. Although the bead grips are pretty awesome, they just didn't quite cut it for rock crawling.
I cannot believe it's doing that. What the hell? That was cool. Lifting tires, weighing your way up here over the freeway, kind of sketchy. It's actually pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, let's get. Good job, dude. Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Boy, that brim ain't got nothing on Tacomas.
Woo! Going slow as possible. Driver. Man, I don't like that. Well, you're gonna have to roll through it. That's gonna work.
Let's be alright.
You gotta go fast. You're losing air. There you go. Perfect line. Perfect line. Yep.
so we just got to the bottom. That was pretty insane. Like, that's probably the hardest I've pushed this Tacoma, but it held up really good. And all things considered, I mean, aside from the fact that the locker had that electrical problem, I think that locker, or at least the harness going into that locker, just needs to be replaced, or this problem's just going to keep coming back. So the proper way to fix it would be to put air lockers on it, and then some bigger tires, tub out the wheel wells a little bit, and this truck I think would be super capable, and I wouldn't have to do much else to it to be able to at least hang, you know? Like, that was super fun. Dude, thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you're like such a great guide.
Thank you.
Yeah. It would take me years to ever figure out that I could do that. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you liked it. I've taken people here. I know this is like a make or breaker. This is like, if you like this, you're gonna love everything at Moab. But if you don't like this, you're probably not gonna like Moab's just not for you. And I'm glad that we tested you on this one, because now I know when we come back, and you got lockers and everything, that I could push you and you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Now I know what to do. Like, I was talking about LS swapping this, all this stupid crap, like trailing arms, but I was forgetting the simple things like lockers. You know, the important things. Yeah. Like,
you got good tires. These KM3s work so good out here.
They really gripped up. Like, once they, like you said, once we kind of broke them down a little bit, they started really gripping.
Oh yeah.
And I stopped. Like, there was no more wheel spin. I was just climbing up everything.
Yeah.
It was sick. The bead grips though, I don't know what the problem was.
It's really interesting, because I've been so astonished with mine.
I know.
But I haven't ran a 35 on a 17-inch bead grip. I think that the size has a lot to do with it.
It could be.
So like the obstacle has a lot more pressure that can't be like dispersed on as big of an area, you know? It's less sidewall. Are you sure they're bead grips? Like, you're 100% sure they're bead grips?
I remember, like, in the video, like, showing the serrated edge on the bead grip.
So if you saw the serrated edge, they are.
Yeah.
Because Ed thought he had bead grips, and he lost like 3 beads when we went snow wheeling, and I'm looking like, these are not bead grips, they're just wheels.
No, like, I thought it was really cool, the serrated edge and all of it. Like, I made a point to show it in my video, but I think
you need 37s, you're right.
37s, it's the way the rock's really just pushing on the tire, and if I had lockers, we wouldn't have to push the tires so hard.
That's
you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So I'm just forcing these tires into the wall. And it's funny though, because it kind of sounded like Mike's Tacoma, because like his Tacoma's like,
your tire.
Mine was doing that too. It was just out of the tire.
100%, man.
Well, I better air up, dude. Oh, that was so much fun.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'd like to extend a special thank you to the sponsors of today's video, Heretic Studio LEDs. They produce some of the finest LEDs in the off-road community. They have a lifetime guarantee. Pick yourself up a set and save 10% by using the code MAX10 at checkout. I really appreciate it. Without sponsors like Heretic Studio, there's no way we'd be able to do this for a living and bring you guys the content that you love. So thanks so much for watching. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live. All right, bye.